Hey, okay, while we are loading into the map, I will actually do the moderation for the third episode. As you might notice, I cut the second episode in half because it was like way too long. I think the recording was like 2.5 hours or something like that. I will need to like focus on like really recording episode by episode and then like do a more natural cut because the way it went there is like not how I actually plan to do it. So yeah, this will be the intro for like the third episode, but the footage you will see in a second will actually be from the second episode, and then I will continue the episode, the point where we left off, where I did like kind of an artificial cut to keep the episode size to like a reasonable size of about an hour is what I'm aiming for. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. We have some exciting stuff happening, and I will not press start before this intro ends because I don't want to spoil you with stuff that happens in this episode. So yeah, maybe I've cut the last part, and we are now returning to the video right now with you guys watching because I spent the last like 20 minutes rambling about what I want to do, and I think I came to a conclusion what I want to do. So I obviously want to like make sure that I harvest this grass again this year, and I will do it with my mower that I already have, and I will use a forage wagon. So basically, yeah, I will like cut the grass and then use the forage wagon behind the tractor to collect it. I think that makes the most sense, which means I will actually like sell the baler and the like this thing where I can collect the bales. I will actually sell that, I think. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because obviously storing bales is actually quite useful if you want to use animals. But I kind of like made up my mind that I want a second field, and I actually want it this year because if we buy the field right now, which is number 4, right next to us, this is actually not harvestable right now. It's in 4 or 5 growth state. So we could get a combine harvester and actually harvest it next month. And we can use fertilizer this month on it. So this will actually make sense. So what we are going to do is we are going to collect another 190k around with wood, and we'll actually buy the field next to our current field, and then we will spend the 204k on a combine harvester, and we will harvest this field next month. And actually, I looked it up. So the combine harvester is 100k, around 100k. So this one, the smallest one. So we will get this one. Let's actually like do that right now. So we will get this one, and then we will get this grain header, the cheapest one. And then we will need a trailer as well. And we will get a very cheap trailer. I think we might get this one. It's 35k, so it's not like ultra cheap, but it holds a lot of like material, like at least 20, but with the extension, I think it holds like 37 cubic meters. And this one is much smaller and is basically the same price. So yeah, I think I want to get this one. So I think we need to buy it without the extension because we cannot use our combine harvester. It's like too low to actually get into like this thing. So we need to buy it without the extension. And then yeah, we lose about half the capacity, which is like kind of sad. But I think it's fine. So we will buy it like this. I think yeah. I think we will buy it like this. And then we have a combine harvester and a trailer to actually like house our crops. And then the next thing I want to do is actually like make a bit of money with my forest to buy the field next to it. So we want to make about 180, 190k, and I think this is like this is what we're going to do. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. So I will start to like cut down a few trees right now, and I will get you back in once I'm done with that, and we can actually like see the results of the selling. All right, so at the full hour, we should basically get our money from the wood we collected. So yeah, we are now sitting at 250k. So it's a bit more than what I was expected. So we will buy 4 now, and we will actually now use our tractor and our fertilizer spreader to actually fertilize this field again. So I think this would usually like break the crops if we had crop destruction active, but we don't. Lucky for us. So we can start our worker right now, and then we can actually collect our combine harvester. What I'm curious is it possible if I collect it like this? And move a bit further back. Wait, can I not like attach it? All right. On the side of the road, it's actually fine. I think a car could squeeze through there. Maybe not a bus. We will see. Yeah, it's actually quite tight, but it works out. So yeah, I think it is actually fine. I'm not too sure how it's actually done in like real life. How like people who do agriculture drive around with their combine harvesters. I could imagine that if they wait, I'm driving too far. I could imagine if they actually like go from like one side of the street, a field over there, to like the other side of the street, they will actually not detach the combine head. But yeah, I guess if you like buy this thing and then drive it through public roads towards your farm, you actually would probably need to like cross over here. You actually would use like the trailer for the combine head, I guess. So do we actually fit through the gate? This is like the next question. Wait, there's a person there. That's crazy. Huh, never noticed. I always thought that there are like only cars and not like actual people walking around. So let's see if we can fit through there. Oh, we can. Need to be careful, but we can. So I think I won't like go onto the property yet because I don't want to distract the AI worker. Or that's actually completed the task. So now we can like fuck off with the tractor. Let's check that he did it properly. Yeah, everything is fertilized. Perfect. I think there's some fertilizer missing over here, so we will do a small pass like this. So, okay, yeah, thinking about what I want to do next. It's already getting late this day, but what we could do is take a quick peek at the contracts. Since we have a fertilizer spreader, there's like a huge contract for field 33, field 11, 44. This could be interesting actually. The field size is actually quite large, but we could like go there and use the rest of our like fertilizer. And I think, what is this kind of shop? I need to like figure out where the shop is, and then we can actually like fill up again. And I think we will take the fertilizer contract. Accept contract like this. Yep. And then we will drive there. And wait, where is it on the map? Yeah. Wait. What am I pressing for? So it's 33. How do I get there? I need to like cross over here, I think. The map looks fucking stunning. It's amazing. It looks so good. I'm very happy that I like decided to like buy this DLC. I was a bit cautious because the Steam reviews are like not that great, but honestly, none of the the bugs that were mentioned actually like appeared for now. Fingers crossed, obviously. But yeah, I'm very happy on how the map looks and how it feels to play. Very nice. Where can we go? Probably... can we cross over here? Let's take a shortcut. I want to take the road there. And then we can go onto this field here. Alright, so let's let the worker do its job. I hope this is enough. I think it should be, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, next thing you want to do is actually... wait. What did I want to do? I wanted to collect the trailer. I checked the contracts for today. What else can we do? I mean... yeah, right. I can sell off some of the vehicles already. So we won't need this one to collect the bales. I think we can just sell it. Yes. And I think we will sell the baler as well. So, and then we will look for forage wagon. I think this is the much better choice to going forward. So let me look into the store. So for grassland, there's forage wagons. I'm considering if we should actually just get this one. I mean, it is a bit more expensive than the smaller one, obviously. And it requires a bit more horsepower, actually. That's true. But I think this might be fine. I think we might be good to go with this one for a while. And the other options are like way too expensive. Like this one, especially, like way too expensive. So I think we will get this one. And we will use the mower in combination, like with this thing, to collect the grass in 2 months, I think it is. So yeah, this should be good. Wait, how do we spend money on fuel? How? Not sure what happened there. So let's take a look. So we already like completed about like half the field, I think. So it should be enough fertilizer, right? What's crazy to me actually is that we are still in the first month, on the first day basically. And I noticed earlier in this, when recording this, that I actually had the time scale set wrong. It was like at 2x instead of 1x. So we actually spent only like half the time that we could have spent in day one. And I remember that I said when we started the series, I'm not sure if I can actually afford a field in the first year, because I was expecting to like fish for the rest of the year, you know? And now look at us, we already bought our like third plot of land. We are looking at a combine harvester that we can use next month. So we're doing really good progress. Obviously, yeah, this would not be possible without the wood production. But still, imagine that we like spent the entire time now fishing, then we would be at the 500k achievement as well. So basically the outcome would be very similar. But I think this is way more entertaining for you guys to watch. Because yeah, obviously you don't want to see me like do fishing for several hours. So yeah, I think I did all of the correct decisions there. That I like started with fishing. I started from zero. I started with a $150 fishing rod, and we improved that to a plot of land, an industrial sawmill, and a chainsaw, and then we improved that into like our first grassland. Sadly, we failed the silage making because I wasn't aware of how this like bale wrapper like works. for next time. Obviously, I know that I don't want to use this one. But yeah, we will obviously do something with the grass, and maybe we create a fermenting silo, which is like I think one of Omar Tana's mods. So yeah, I'm overall very like happy with the progression that we already did, and I think it is like more fun to watch that way, and obviously way more fun to play for me as well. Because honestly, if I had to do like fishing for like 40 hours or something, this would not happen. I would not like do this playthrough. I was lucky that it's actually like very much easier than I expected it, because imagine you had to like reach 100k with like $100, $200, and $400 like fishes. So assuming you get the best fish, the $400 each time, this would be like, I think, at least 40 hours, maybe a bit more, of fishing. So yeah, I don't see that as like an enjoyable experience for anyone. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how we solved it, and then that we actually like discovered that there are achievements to speed up the process a bit. Wait, is he actually like using it? Doesn't look like it, but I hear the sound. I think we are done, right? This contract is over. So yeah, we should probably peace out here. There's like a path here, right? Yeah, we can use that. So we use the path here, and then we basically want to go to the shop. How do we get there? Okay, while we are here, we actually will buy some fertilizer as well. Like this one. Let's get 2 of them, right? Yeah, 2 of them should be fine. So we are back to 2.8k. And we can actually load that in right now. And then we will bring back our forage wagon first, I think. Refill. So we like need to change that to the front. Okay, that's a bit too heavy for us. That will be fine. We will. We will handle that. Maybe I should have like put the trailer on the back first. It will pull it back down. I wonder what people are doing in real life when this happens. Are they like trying to like maneuver it, or do they just like drop this thing in the front and try to make it work this way? And actually like not turn it anymore because we don't have like grip. Alright, so now it should work, right? Yeah. So yeah, we will now go to back to our farm basically, and then we will drop the fertilizer spreader, we will drop the forage wagon, and then we will get our trailer that we I should take this that we will use to to actually collect the sorghum that we will harvest tomorrow, or in September rather. All right, so we collected our trailer. I will now drive back to the farm, and actually I will park it, I think, at least close to the field where we'll be harvesting our sorghum tomorrow. And then I think it is time to actually advance to the next month already. Right, so I moved out of the way. So yeah, harvesting this field, I'm feeling actually quite excited and happy about it, that we are already this far along that we can use like a combine harvester and collect the real crop. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so you just watched the rest of the second episode basically, and I'm now loaded back into the game. And I actually noticed that I think I forgot to like collect our contract, so we will now do that and collect our money. So 73k, not bad. I'm actually quite happy with that. Yeah, let's just sleep and see what we can do in the next month. I love this. That there's like this dense fog in the valley in the morning. I I think I will play this map. Like if I'm done with this challenge, I will play this map, and I will set it to like a specific like time to always play in like this kind of lighting conditions. I really enjoy that. It looks so good. All right, so we advanced to the next month. We can now go to our field. Where's my tractor actually? Oh, it's over here. So we can actually now look at this field, but it should be ready to harvest. Yeah, it is. And we have a yield bonus of 97%. It's 100% fertilized, so that all looks pretty good to me. So yeah, let's harvest it, and then oh wait, I will start the harvest right now, and then we can look at other things. Oof. Need to be careful with not running into the combine head. So I think if I like just start an AI worker on this field, it should do it correctly. Work on headlands, start with headlands. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, is this like a crop that needs to be like swath? No, right? I don't think it is. Alright, so let's look at our grass field, where the worker is like starting with the harvest over here. And then, yeah, we can see. I will obviously check out the growth state to like see how it looks. Okay, so this is like the growth state where you could theoretically like mow over it, and then this is like the final state where it's like the maximum yield, right? So this fertilized, it is, oh, growth 2 out of 4, so I can see it actually there. So at 3 out of 4 you could actually harvest it, but you wait until 4 out of 4, right, to get the maximum yield. So yeah, okay, we like need to wait actually 2 more months. So in November we can actually collect this grass again. And then I was thinking about what do we want to do with this grass. We have two options. First option is I will actually like start to like remove the forest over here, and we start our sheep barn. And the other option is that I actually like place a fermenting silo, which is like productions like this one. This will allow me to like use grass and turn grass into like silage without the hassle of like baling it or using like a bunker silo. So it would make the whole process a bit easier. And then again, what would we do with the silage currently? Because we can sell it obviously, but we actually have no like real use for it. So I'm thinking I will actually like start cutting down this part of the forest. Then we will start with animals and actually like sheep. So I think I kind of like the look of this one, but maybe we will take this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is like more like weathered down, which I kind of like. Yeah, I think we will take the weathered down version. And then a place to keep your sheep. So this one, the sheep barn wouldn't allow me to like actually do a pasture. And yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I mean, it would fit like kind of the vibe that it is a bit weathered down. I kind of like that. But missing the pastures like kind of sucks too, right? So yeah, not sure what I want to do. But I think I'm like fairly certain that I don't want to use like a fermenting silo right now. We will do that at a later point maybe when we actually have a use for silage and we can do something like it. I think TMR it's called, where you need like silage to actually feed the cows. So when we expand to more animals, we might do that. But the sheep eat the grass anyway, so we can just like mow the grass, collect it with the forage wagon, and then unload it into our sheep barn. So I think we want to do that. Um, yeah, I'm not too certain on how this works with like buying animals, but I'm fairly sure you can just like get them delivered, right? It should work like that. So I can just like buy the barn and then get them delivered. So in this case, we kind of like need to remove the forest to actually get the barn, or we can actually get the barn a bit closer to the road over here, like this, and then have a lot of like space between the barn and the sawmill, where we can like transport our trees. So this would be the start of our actual farmyard. I've kind of liked this idea. So yeah, maybe we will do that. We will like make sure that this is a bit more flat, and then we will start with the barn over here. I've kind of like I'm kind of like into this idea that this would be like a cool thing to do. So yeah, I think we will do that. But I probably can't I can't get the sheep right now, right? Because I don't have grass right now. They would just die, and then we are fucked. So yeah, I think I can't do that. We Wait, do animals actually die? I'm not sure. Yeah, but still, I wouldn't want the sheep barn going if I'm not ready to harvest this field again yet. So, but we can already make plans for it. So it's actually like start with what we have here. So let me so this should level this whole section out, right? How do I change brush size? Like this? Wait, it deformed the road. Uh, is there the ability to like reset this somehow? Yeah, I want to make sure that it is a bit flatter when we use this barn. So how big is this barn actually? Sheep. This one. It's like not too big, but still I think we would do it in a way that is probably like this. So we have a bit of space between the barn and the street, and then we can like expand the yard to the right and maybe a bit to the left, even if we like remove our tent and then even out the ground there a bit more. So I kind of like that idea. Kind of like the idea that we start our yard here. But we definitely like need to make sure that we remove these stumps. Didn't even notice they were here. Can't do it with this one. And let's remove this tree. And then we will put the tree away. Yeah. So what I want to make sure of is that I actually have like space to run between this kind of the forest part and my sawmill, so that when we remove this forest from this property, that we actually have a way to reach our sawmill from there. So if the barn would be in the way right now, it would be quite annoying to get the trees past it. So I think I will start on this part of the forest soon. Our combine harvester is full, so we will actually like help this AI worker and collect it. Oh. I hope all of the field fits in this like trailer, but I'm actually not sure if this is possible. We will see. So we completed like one headland. Or maybe no, yeah, we completed like one headland and we are already like full on the combine. So I assume that we will have more than 20k. So hmm. Yeah, this is we like need to like find a place to sell this. Right, so we will wait for one more load and we will already like take a look where we can sell this. Um it should be possible for us to see it here. Wait, we don't. Why are we not like seeing it? What's that? And where's this like grass? Uh Wait, what? How do we have this kind of grass? Not sure. But we can look at the price over here. And the best price would be. Wait, this is not the best price, but it's actually a lot closer to us. So maybe we will go there. Let's tag this place on the map and see where it actually like is. It's over there. Map. Okay, right. So yeah, we wait for one more load, and then we will go and sell it at this point, I think, because it's actually quite close to us. We will make a little bit less profit, but I rather have like a shorter way to drive and make a little bit less profit. So I think we will do that. And what else can we do in this month? Let's look at the contracts actually. So we have cultivating, we can't do that. Dead rate, we don't want to do that. We have like a huge fertilizing contract. So I think we will actually do that. This sounds good. Potato harvesting, we can't do that. More potato harvesting. Mowing contract. Wait, can we actually do the contract on the field of someone else and then steal their grass and then we have it and we can. Wait, I need to check that. If that is possible, that would actually be insane. If we can like take a contract, mow their grass, and then like use our forage wagon to collect their grass, and then use it for ourselves. So yeah, basically getting free grass for our animals, and then we can actually think about getting the sheep barn already. So we will try that. Don't try this at home, kids. There's no stealing in real life. But since this is a video game, I really want to try it and see if we can actually like abuse that. The fact that that we might be able to collect this this stuff. Get our mower, and then let's get our forage wagon. Oh, mistake. Yeah, it's not ideal to have the terrain this way. I need to like figure out how I want to do it. Maybe I will flatten like the part on this side, and then we will have like a steady, steeper incline towards the upper road, and maybe I will still do a pasture then for cows. I might do it for cows later, and actually like use of this land. All right. So I want to accept the contract first, and it's this one that I want to do. Accept contract. Yes. And then we go there. Actually, let me check how much is it. It's at 5K. We should have enough time, and we should turn off automatic engine start now. I'm on the wrong side of the road again. Classic. Yeah, I don't know if I can ever get used to that. Like 20 years on German roads, driving on this side of the road, it's like too awkward to switch roads. I wonder how it is, I guess, in real life, actually. Imagine you like grew up in, let's say, Germany or France, and then like you want to like move to Australia or New Zealand. Is it actually like difficult to adjust um to the wrong or the other side of the road, not the wrong side? I can see that that being the case. Wait, do we actually go through here? The worker's almost full, but I think I want to try that with the contract first before we actually help out our worker again, because kind of sounds like fun if we can actually like steal the grass over here. Can I go through the fence? Nope. Need to go around. Where is the path? Probably on the side of the field, right? Alright, so turn on wagon, lower pickup, go to the mower, turn on mower, lower mower. So it should work now, right? Can I actually collect it? No, I can't. Is it actually on? I can't steal. Damn it. Yeah, that's a bit sad. But on the other hand, kind of like expected, I guess. That we cannot steal here. This would have been way too good. Alright, I'm thinking about actually, I think I want to let an AI worker do this. And we go back to the combine. And I should be able to make it stop. And then go to the trailer, unload, and then farm the rest. Harvest the rest, I mean, not farm. Let's make the map a bit smaller again. I really like the animation of this. I know it's not perfect, but it feels like somewhat somewhat real compared to how I would imagine it was in earlier games of the series. I mean, we have even a little bit of like dust particles. Obviously, probably the air would be not see-through anymore, like not clear, if you like unload the true combine harvester like this, because there's like so much dust dust going on. But yeah. So the question is, can I actually start this process again, and what will he do? question is, will he actually go back to the position where he left off? And if so, is this working flawless? Let's see. Alright, so the AI worker finished their task. We can now like load most of that into the trailer, but I think it's almost full. Actually, before we do that, I want to check what's going on over here. Is he stuck? Or why is he stuck? Let's figure this out. No working on headlands, just up and down, and go. Hopefully this works out now. Not sure why he's gotten stuck. This is like kind of the thing that I was afraid of before, like buying this silent expansion, that the AI workers like would stop and would not like work properly. But yeah, I think we can deal with that at least for contracts. Maybe I should notice that I don't want to buy this field 35 that he's currently working on. So I think the trailer will be full before we can actually unload fully. Yep, it will be. But that's not a problem. We just like park over here. And then, yeah, I need to like think about what I want to do with this field anyway. There are several options. I could obviously plant the same crop again. Or if we look at like planting season, we could plant canola or barley. Um, we could wait for February and plant cotton, but I don't think this would be a good idea. And we could plant wheat next month. So we basically have the options between planting canola this month or waiting until next month and plant barley and wheat, because I don't want to like have another grassland. I don't want to have cotton, I think, and I don't want to have oilseed radish. So these are the options that we have. Um, let's assume we want to plant barley. What do we need for that? We need a cultivator, obviously. Let's actually look at seeding first. So this would allow us to seed what we need, right? Yeah. Um, and there are machines that can like cultivate and seed at the same time, right? Additional, this seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. So this would be one of them that would actually allow us to do that. And it would be 3 meters is not a lot. And it would need 140 horsepower, which we have. So this would be an option to do actually. We could afford that, especially after we sell our sorghum from this month. And then we could plant, what do we actually need to, what do we actually want to plant is the question. So if we plant canola, we can harvest it next year in July. If we plant, um, wait, no, we can only, if we plant now, we can only collect or harvest in August, right? because of the growth duration. Having canola would allow us basically to harvest and plant the same spot at the same spot. Because I think if we plant here and we wait an additional month, we can still harvest it. This should be possible, I think. And then we can like plant it right again in August next year. So this might be a good option, I think. What would the cheapest seeder actually cost without the possibility to directly cultivate? Um, there's no cheaper options, right? No. I think the cheapest cultivator. Let's look at cultivators. 9.5K. It's 4 meters. And I think there is like the option to plow as well. This would be 8K. And that's actually quite good because we can actually use it to make our own fields as well. So 8K, and then if you look at seeders again, 4.6 meters. So we would need to spend almost like 60K to do that. Hmm. I mean, getting the direct seeder and the plow, we would still be cheaper. Not by much, but a little bit cheaper than getting like the normal seeder, which has like 50% more width, so it would be a bit faster to actually plant or seed the field. But then again, yeah, I don't know. Not sure what to do. What to do. I decided to just do it myself because the AI was like to see back there like doing very weird turns, and yeah, I kind of like wanted to like speed up the process a bit, and even though it might not look as clean as the AI can do it, I think this process is much faster, and especially since we cannot collect the grass and this is not my field, I don't have to like finish it perfectly anyway, so we will like do a few lines, and then we will be done here and collect our money. And yeah, not too sure what we will do this month. I was like, while you were watching the time lapse, probably I was thinking about what I want to do. I think I really want to get a plow just to have the ability to like plow fields together, make new fields, stuff like that. And then I think get the I will still get the direct seeder, just because the amount of money we save is like yeah, it's a bit, but it's like not insane. On the other hand, why would I do more work if I have like the ability to like direct seed and have it a bit easier? So yeah, not sure. I haven't made like the final decision, but I'm currently leaning towards saying, fuck it, we just get the direct seeder. We can always like decide to do like the seeder only with cultivator combination when we have more money, and we are looking for like bigger machinery. So this contract should be done in a second, hopefully. We can already like path towards our turn off mower lift pickup. So we should be able to drive faster, yes. So we collect our forage wagon, and then we will go back to um, our trailer and actually sell our first harvest. This will be very exciting. But first, like real crop harvest. I actually, again, I'm not sure if we count. I cannot get it. Okay. I'm not sure if we actually count grass as like a real crop. So yeah, that's why I'm like kind of a bit hesitant to say this is the first real harvest or not. So I want to see if I can like squeeze through here. I know it's not the correct way, it's not the correct road, but we might be able to do it. We are. Awesome. And then yeah, I think we'll place our implements back at the yard, even though it's not looking like a yard right now. And then we will collect our trailer and finally sell the first harvest. This should be like a decent money influx. I haven't made the calculations yet, but I assume it will be quite good. Let's drop this and drop this. Why doesn't it work? Drop it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get our trailer. Oof, that's heavy. you can. I kind of like this in this game. That you can like really feel when you like pulling something very heavy, that it noticeably feels like obviously slowed down, but not only that, it feels like clunky to actually drive it. So yeah, kind of like that. So we want to go to this thing in the back and then see if we can unload here. Yeah, we can. Hopefully it's not going to the side there. That should be fine. I see the money go up. So 23k our first harvest. That's not bad. And then will give us the option to to again decide what we want to do with this field right now. But since the episode is already running, like 19 minutes, I think is the cut from the last episode, like episode 2, where I had to like do an artificial cut, and this episode is already, or this recording is already like running for another 56 minutes. So yeah, I think we will just sell this harvest, and then we will probably make a cut here and do a new episode where we will think about what we want to do with this field, what we want to do with the rest of the money. Maybe we already go into animals. I'm not sure, and I really don't want to like buy a sheep barn when we have no way to actually feed them. And I think they don't eat this, right? What we currently carry, so we cannot use this to feed our sheep. In that case, I think I want to delay it a bit. The other thing I'm already thinking about is like greenhouses. I kind of really want a greenhouse at some point. Not sure if it is the correct point in time already. So this is another 4k, so 27k I think it is. Maybe even almost 28k for our first harvest of this field. That's pretty good. I'm thinking about what I want to plant next, but I'm fairly certain the canola idea is not bad. Since this would allow us to um, plant and harvest this field in the same month next summer. So I think I want to do that. Yep. All right. So again, I will end this episode with this beautiful view of the valley and the fog. And I will see you in the next episode where we will look what we want to do with this field and what kind of solution we come up with for cultivating and planting. I will take a bit of time and think about it more, and then I will see you guys back in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So it would be nice if you like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye bye.